Well, I think one of the neatest things that happened to me in life is wearing these question mark suits. Man, I've been doing it almost 15 years now, and that's when life really changed. Man, I mean, and it took so much courage to start to do this, But now, man, I've given speeches. I did Harvard Business School on branding. I get free upgrades on the airlines. Pretty girls come up and talk to me for the first time in my life. Where were they? 30 years ago would have mattered. Or I gotta walk down the street, people smile at me. They just come up and just thank me for just wearing a suit or whatever. It seems to make people happy, and I feel like now wearing this, I could go into the toughest biker bar at 2 o'clock in the morning and feel very comfortable. It seems to disarm people, makes people smile. People look at me and they smile down the street, whatever. But it took time and courage and a lot of failure to get here. And that's why people talking about branding and how do you find what you do in life and those kinds of important lessons in life. And I think there's no easy way to get there. But I want to tell you my story about how I got there, and I hope maybe some of you can relate to it or readjust your plans on what you think is right or wrong for you to do. We're all unique, and that's what I didn't realize. When I was growing up, man, when I got out of college, God, I just wanted to be successful at something. I didn't know. Actually, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to start a business, And I failed at everything. I had an MBA in computers, Back in the 70s, I had a software company that failed. I was failing all the time, I was a lousy student most of my life. I was thrown out of schools, out of prep schools, I was thrown out of public high schools. And I wasn't malicious. I was just a clown. I was just bored as hell in most schools and things. I used to think my middle name was Sit Down because they say, sit down, let's go, sit down, let's go, And I just couldn't wait to get out and learn how to feed myself. That was the important thing, because when I worked with somebody else all the time, man, after a couple of months, I'd feel, God, I thought the person was crazy or an idiot and wasn't doing it right. And I'd rather have my own thing, and have people call me idiots and let them waste time, behind my back or whatever it is. And it took a lot of stuff. And the stuff was, I had to get rid of everything that people told me to do. That was it. My MBA. They taught me how to to start a business. Whatever. And you get the power furniture, and you get the power business cards, and the LLC, and the incorporations, and the experts, and the lawyers, and the accountants, and all that kind of stuff. And I was doing it like they all said. But then I went out of business. And after that, I did that twice. I looked around and I said, well, who won here? I didn't. And I said the lawyer won, the guy who bought the furniture from, the business cards, all these other things, that people told me I had to have for success, and it didn't work. And my biggest fear in doing anything was failing. I used to think, boy, if I started a business with a fail, then I'd be walking down the street and everybody's like, hey, there goes Lesko, the failure, And I didn't want to be that. And then when I failed 2 times, then I realized, wow, nobody cared. That's right. Superficially, maybe my brother-in-law made fun of me or something like that at the family picnic. But mainly nobody cared. We're all so involved in our own life, they don't care. And that's when I got liberated, because I saw that, boy, I was doing it like everybody told me to do in life, and it wasn't working, But more importantly, I wasn't having fun. I was working at something that really hard and putting all the time and energy, hoping that, in 5 years, 10 years, I'll be a millionaire and whatever like that. But through that process, I wasn't having fun, and I failed anyway. So that's nuts, right? And that's why I said the third business I started, I said, well, this time I'm going to have fun, damn it. Because the worst that could happen is I'll fail. And I've done that already, and that doesn't matter. But man, see, I don't have to wait for that expectation of having fun 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now, whatever. I start having fun every day. That's when it changed. That's when I started having fun. Because then when I was having fun, then I was unique. people, more attracted to me. And then I was a consultant in Washington, D.C. or whatever, helping Fortune 500 companies make more money. And people were doing that better than me, and then I was, but then I started having fun at it. And that's when it changed. That's when it attracts people. And that's since then, sure, ups and downs and whatever, but that really changed everything. That's why I believe, branding or whatever it is, it's fun. Like, how did I come up with the question mark suit? This is me inside. This is me inside. That's what I found about having fun is all about. Is taking what's inside of you and bringing it out. What happens to most of us in life, we're putting stuff that isn't us on top of us, and expecting the people in the world to love that because we're so good at it. No, you're not. People are doing that better who are more natural at it. To me, it seems that we have to find what's natural for us so we can do that better than anybody else, right? And that's what, to me, branding is about, careers are about, all the things that we really want to do in life. It's not so much, sure, we need data from outside, what's going on and what is important in life, what are the problems in life that we could help solve and things like that, but we have to do it our way. And that's what, to me, a brand is about or whatever, is something that is inside of you that makes you unique. What is special about you? And that's what this is. And that's why I see we're all nuts, we're all crazy, we're all idiots, we're all strange in some way. And to me, life is trying to find out what's that strange part about you, that you can have and be unique about, for people out there to enjoy. And you're then neat. Now, why do we need another something else already? And so many people try to do that. They sit down and think of a career and think of branding or whatever it is, and they're trying to copy what somebody else already did. Sure, maybe you could learn from that, but copying and trying to be somebody else is not you. And then, see, to me, as being successful is trying to give the rest of the world as much as you possibly can. And we have no encouragement to do that. See, there's no encouragement to say, hey, what's weird about you? That's what you should be selling. No, the experts come out and say, hey, this is what this guy over here who went to Harvard and is successful about and is a tight ass, you should be like that too. No, it's not that way. And that's the important part of life, is trying to understand that. And that's why failure is good. Man, because we don't know what works. The experts don't know what. Nobody knows. When we take this advice and we keep failing or whatever, then we get safer and safer because things aren't working for us. And it can't be that way. No, because then we can't give as much. Just think if you love to get up every morning. You love to give what you want to give to life. Wow. Then you're going to work everybody, then you're going to, and even though if it doesn't make you $1 gazillion, you're having fun already, right? You don't have to wait for retirement to have fun. You're having fun already.